of all, if anyone has ever told you that you don't have a sense of rhythm, or if you believe you don't have a sense of rhythm, or if you wonder, just throw that idea away, because everyone has a sense of rhythm. We're made to be in rhythm. We walk, our hearts beat in rhythm, first of all. If we walk, our 2 feet walk in rhythm. If we don't walk and we propel ourselves with a chair or a walker or any other way, that's even in rhythm. We have 2 feet, so most of us, we're balanced in equal rhythm there. So everyone has a sense of rhythm right inside them. And I think that's a good thing to remember, and we just have to find it and discover it. So the first thing I want everyone to do is just take a minute and tune into where your heartbeat is. You may want to find your pulse, find it somewhere else if you can find it. And then maybe do that with one hand, and then start to play start to just play it on your instrument. It'll be a little different for each of us. Okay, and let's stop. Great. So you can see you've already got the rhythm. Mine was pretty fast because I'm kind of excited about doing this workshop. Other people's might have been slower. So we're going to find a common rhythm in a minute. There are 3 elements of rhythm that we're going to work with right now. They are tempo, which has to do with slow and fast. Tempo is like speed. Dynamics, which has to do with loud and quiet and anything in between, the volume. And then complexity, which has to do with many beats versus few beats. There are many, many, many more elements to rhythm, but we'll do those 3. So we're going to try to find a common tempo right now. So let's imagine that we are going for a walk, and we're walking very slowly. So just start to play along with this very slow beat. It's a really leisurely walk. It's like 35 degrees outside and it's humid, which makes me grin, but anyway. Okay, so we're slow. And we're walking along, we're seeing what's around us. Look at the trees, look at the buildings, look at the people. And then let's realize, first of all, there's a cool breeze playing. And second, we're going someplace we really want to go. Maybe it's to see a friend. Maybe it's to the lake. Maybe it's to the shade of a tree. So we start to go a little faster because we're really excited to get where we're going. And we're getting faster because we're really excited about going there. And then we realize that there's some nice cold ice cream when we get there, or maybe a cold beer, or a jump in a lake, whatever we want to do. And we're really excited about it, so we start to run. And we're there. Great. So there we are. So that was tempo. And there are all sorts of tempos in between, but that we just went from slow to fast. Okay, so now the next thing we're going to do is talk about dynamics, and that has to do with volume. You can imagine turning up a volume switch on a stereo. You can imagine whispering versus shouting. So everyone just start to play on your instrument as if let's say you think of an idea, and you're not sure if it's a good idea or not. You've just started to think about it. Maybe you're getting ready to change the whole world, and you're just wondering if your idea is really going to be good. Maybe you're building community. Maybe you're writing something or creating something. Just play really, really quietly. Let that idea resonate with you for a bit. And then you start to think, maybe this is a pretty good idea. Maybe I can tell a friend. Maybe I can tell several people. So maybe this is a great idea, and I can start telling everyone. I can go up on my rooftop and shout this idea. Because it's wonderful. So that is dynamics, volume. Okay, so now about complexity. Let's start by counting to 4 really slowly like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's just play that on our instrument together. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Now we'll do it over and over. Okay, we'll just keep going round and round in 4s. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Great. So we're doing complexity. So we were just doing 4s. And what we're going to do now is we're going to add the in-between beats. So instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, we'll start by putting the 4 beats all in one hand, and then we'll add the off beats. So it's going to go like this: 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and. If you don't have your mic muted, can you mute it? I'm not sure whose that is. And 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. Awesome. 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. I'll stop counting, but we'll keep playing. Okay, we'll stop in 4, 3, 2, 1, stop. Great. So now we're going to add some more beats in. So that was 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and now we're going to add the beats in between those beats. So it's going to sound like this: 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4. So join me when you're ready. 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 Okay, so what we did is we took a slow beat, then we put in the half beats, the off beats, I guess they'd be, then we put in the beats in between those. So now we're going to go back to a 4 beat, but a little bit faster, and we're going to put in some accents. So first we'll start by making the first one of each 4 louder than all the others, like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Join me on that. Okay, we'll stop in 4, 3, 2, 1, stop. Great. Now we'll make the second one of each louder. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now we'll make the third one. So the beat 3, the loudest. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we'll make beat 4 the loudest, like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, Great, so those are some different ways of putting complexity in the beat, and there are all sorts of other things you can do. Actually, let's try some. So this time, we'll still do our 4 beats, 1, 2, 3, 4, but we'll leave out beat 1. Okay, so it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. And now we're going to do leave out beat 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Stop. Good. And so on. We could leave out beat 3. We could leave out beat 4. Beat 4. Those are just some other ways of creating complexity. And there's all sorts of counter rhythms you can do. What I want to do now, though, is I'd like to actually teach you a rhythm that we can play together, and then probably another rhythm that goes with it. That's called a counter rhythm. So some of you have probably heard this one already. It's quite universal. It comes from the Nyabingi beat, which actually originated in West Africa and is very common in Jamaica among the Rastafarian people. And it's based on the heartbeat. It actually sounds like this. So we're going to start with just the first part I did, which is the heartbeat, just the. So join me in this. And you can use 2 hands or just 1 hand. Great. So for the whole rhythm, my friend Kat, who does a lot of drum teaching, likes to use food words for remembering rhythms. And so she calls this one, I like macaroni, I like cheese. 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 That's all 3. Imagining that we're all playing together with all the different sounds. So let's play together again for a couple of minutes. So here we go. I'll start. You can join in whenever you're ready. Let's go a little faster. So I'm going to show you another rhythm that can actually go with that one. Usually when if you see drummers playing together, there's more than one rhythm going on at the same time, and they're called counter rhythms, and they can all go together. So this one, I don't know what its actual name is, if it has one, but we just call it It's a Lovely Day. And it sounds like this. It's a lovely day. 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 Let's try this. It's a lovely day. Great. What's important in this one is that there's a silence. So it's a lovely day. You can also put a clap in there. It's a lovely day. Yeah, great. And sometimes I ask people to clap so they don't come in too early with the next It's a Lovely Day. You can also just pretend you're clapping, whatever. So we're going to try something now. I'm going to start everyone playing I love macaroni, I love cheese together. And at some point, I will switch to the other rhythm. And then you're welcome to either stay on the one you're playing or switch with me. And then we will have people playing two different rhythms at the same time. And we'll just see how that goes. Okay, so let's all start with macaroni and cheese. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, stay on that or switch with me if you want to. It's a lovely day. It's a lovely day. It's a lovely day. Switch back. Great. So the last thing we'll do, let's just spend a few minutes just jamming. So what we'll do is I'll just start to play, and you play anything, just play along on your instrument and play what you think sounds like you want it to sound with me playing. There's no right and there's no wrong in this. It's just let's make some music together and look forward to a time when we are actually all in the same space making music together. So I'm just going to start to play. What am I going to play? Let me think. Okay, I don't want it to be too complicated, but not too easy either. Okay. You can just play anything you want to. great. I wish I could hear everybody. It looks like everyone's having fun. So that's wonderful to see. And thank you all for coming. Thank you, Neruda Arts. I encourage you all to support Neruda Arts. I know there's a voluntary donation link in the event page. And also just support your community. Like, go out and love your community, and just give it, like, the energy that we create doing these things together keeps us going. And this has been as important to me, I think, as anything I've done so far during this time. So thank you all. Thank you, Richard, and also Steve, who is helping with the tech. And I'll see you all again really soon.